Right, the first thing to do today is to read page 4 and 5 in your book and then start the work on page 12 and 13. So today what we're doing is we're learning to use our imagination and we're starting our initial designs for our masks. So question 1 asks, what key things is your mask inspired by? You could think about your heritage, an animal, an emotion. I chose strength, and you'll see in question 2 I've used colours to represent certain things that I love. So red means strength, green for nature, blue for the ocean, and yellow for the warm sunshine. And question 3, what spiritual powers does your mask have? So mine connects the wearer to nature and gives them strength. Once you've done page 12, you need to move on to page 13. What you're going to do is draw a light line down the centre of each mask, and then you're going to create symmetrical designs using light sketchy lines. Remember that they should be reasonably brave, but they should also be geometric, so have sort of circles, squares, semicircles, triangles within them. You'll notice that for me, design 3 is asymmetrical. This is the opposite of symmetrical, and if you wish to design one of these and break the rules, then you are most welcome to. Now what you can see is me just refining my work, and that means rubbing out the sketchy lines that I no longer need and refining them down to one singular light line. Now you'll see that design 1 is inspired by an animal, and it looks quite strong because it has horns. So that relates to strength on page 12. Design 2 relates to the yellow and the sunshine. Design 3, the ocean, and design 4 to nature and animals. So next what I'm going to do is just flick back through my book just to give myself ideas for patterns and symbols, and just to remind myself of what sort of ideas I've had recently. Okay, so now I'm adding geometric shapes and symbols onto my masks to give them a bit more detail and a bit more character, and then I'm going to start to colour them. So now you'll see I've sped up time, so I cannot work this quickly normally, and I'm just colouring in my masks, and as I work you'll notice that I add in a bit more detail here and there where I think it's necessary. Now it's really important to notice, guys, that you do not have to keep the eyes, the nose and the mouth in the same place. If you want to completely change them or colour over them so they disappear, you can. The masks that I've given you to draw over are just to help you understand how the mask will fit over your face. But if you want to move the eyes or the mouth or change the mouth, as I've done in design 1, then you absolutely can. Eyebrows are really great for giving more expression into your mask, and maybe you could have a quick research of eyebrow positions. And also I'm adding, using a very dark black, a little bit more detail over the top. My mask has turned out really quite scary. I don't know why, but it has. But I'm quite happy with my design. So I would do this for design 1, design 2, design 3 and design 4. They all need to be finished and coloured. And the reason why we do 4 designs is because as young artists, or as just an artist, it's really important that we have lots and lots of ideas, not just one idea. And from these designs, you will choose your favourite design, and that is the one that you will create. So now I'm adding what we call raffia, which is coloured or dyed straw, to give it a bit more character, and to give it a bit more of an African vibe. So everybody, today you are learning to use your imagination and develop your design skills, and your aim is to complete the work on page 12 and 13, and the designs on page 13 need to be all really different.